Okay, welcome back to Let's Play Grim Dawn. We are back where we were, and realizing that this just dropped us into another dungeon area, I'm now curious as to where back here would lead us. Because I thought one of these doors just leads immediately back outside, the other takes you deeper. I thought it was the other closer one that takes you deeper. And I'm just running around in literal circles. Okay. And now it's saying that's the way with the...
I can't do that yet.
That's the advancement direction. How the heck? Numa Numa! Don't believe me! Don't believe me, bro! Cool. I thought I'd gotten them all. But you never know until you walk over every stupid little rock. Picking bones out of irritation. Because we're still where we were the last time. We haven't even gone anywhere. I haven't even moved in any direction. But now I really want to know what this is. Aha! Old Arcovia, you don't say. Is this where the other... Please stay your weapon, mortal. It would go right through you. I ask only that you hear my plea. Rug, what do you want? Many ages ago, my people made a grave mistake, and now we pay for our hubris, eternally bound to this land. King Leoric screwed us over, and because he was... oh wait, wrong game. But our children do not deserve the fate placed on them by this curse. My daughter, Lutra, now stalks the broken hills as a hideous harpy. She suffers from my sins in the body of a monster, bitter, twisted, having never known a mother's love. Please, mortal, find my daughter, to deliver a swift and merciful end to her eternal torment. Sure. Okay, and I'll get something for this, which is why Lana does anything. But where am I? Portal! Okay. Vultures? They're like sky bacon. Okay, what's around here? Yeah, this has gotta be where... Hello. It's more of these... They're just spawning in as you walk past. Not like it really matters. Nothing Numa Numa can't fix. This is a pretty winding road, though. Sky Bacon! Alright. Sky Bacon do a lot of hurting. I don't know what kind of damage type Sky Bacon has, but I do not have the resistance for it. Mark of Dreeg? I saw that. It was a yellow thingy. Acid poison, light radius. Dreeg's infinite gaze. Unleash the power of the infinite gaze of Dreeg around you. Wasn't as interesting as I thought it was. There's some of these that are really, really good. Some of these are very critical to the end game. Like, very critical. I don't remember what the big ones are, though. More vultures! Bonk. Lana, hungry. Oh! Lana's favorite food, bacon. Need a little new maneuver to not get killed by the bacon, but... Uh-oh. I forgot my hotkeys. Okay. Okay. Those are some fast pigs. Holy smokes. Lightning pigs. Energy bacon. Uh-huh. Are these vultures gonna keep spawning? I'm not hungry for you guys anymore. I found bacon. Okay. Follow the trail of bacon. Numa. Holy crap. I think it's just gonna hit me for massive tons of physical damage. Because that seems to be Lana's major problem. Getting hit in the face. Here's a very common Nightblade problem, though. I bet I may have to back off a little bit and pick my shots a bit. Probably don't want to go in there when I don't have my potions or my Numa queued up. Be a little more defensive. There we go. Squeal, piggies. Whoop. Almost bit it there. Steel Carbine of Alacrity, but I saw Plague Bearer. Da-da-da, now what? And yes, Plague Bearer is another kind of demon that appears in 40k, but I think at that point it might be a coincidence. Would you guys stop it? Vermin of the skies. Okay. I have no idea even where I am. But I know that I need plenty of Numa. Are you the one I'm supposed to, like, put to rest? I sense need to Numa. One of the birds had some scrap on them. That worked out. Okay. Anything else? Killing more animals. Alright, Sky Bacon. Are you done yet? And come on. Fly away from me. Rock 2 kick. For money. And okay, there's that. I see a star around here. Bacon! Actual bacon! Need a little new maneuver to not die to bacon, but All right. What's going on up here? Is this anything? Okay, this is just another route I could have taken. I think there's a cave around here, if I recall correctly. It's Cairn. There's caves everywhere. I may have to be more specific. Back off. My stuff regenerate a little bit. Numa. It's doing that physical damage thing. I got that out of the way. With Numa, I should be able to tear this guy out of the air. And with Potion. Potions that probably have so much bacon in them that they're medically diluted. Frontier Pants of Reptilian Resistance. That's interesting for early game. Because you see, it's level 5 minimum requirement. So this may have all been for a point. Hopefully this is all for a point. Like, technically, one episode, not a single episode of Grim Dawn is even aired as of this recording. Squeal! Squeal for me, piggies! Alright, what's going on there? You escaped? Bacon thought it could get away from Lana. That looks like something I can go into, but is it? It's a secret. Yeah, just because the map says you can't walk someplace doesn't make it true. Keep on killing. There we go. Listen to that bacon squeal. Alright. There is a totem there. I'm not sure if I want to screw with it. However, this is pretty good terrain for it. I just want to explore it a little bit more. Figure out where my escape routes are. What the heck? Undead? Numa my way through them. Uh-oh.
That's not ready.
Numa. Get rid of the healer. And watch out for the big shield dude, because he's probably gonna, like, slam me with physical DOT and kill me instantly. Okay. You seem like the type to kill me instantly. Thank you for not doing that. Okay, we got something there. Aha. More undead, more Numa. And they all fall down. I said they all fall down. Alright. Now what? Take out the healers. Thank you. I'm getting really triggered by seeing yellow glow inside big packs of undead. Okay, so far, so good. Can I get in there? Answer is not really, it seems like. This is a little off the beaten path, but I think it's gonna prove worth it. Because this is exactly where you find crap like totems and whatnot. Is this anything I can get into? Treasure chest! A mark of Dreeg and a book. A crushing will, whatever that is. Another book. Okay, now what? Bacon! Yay, bacon! Ah! Angry bacon. My safety portal should be somewhere near to that. Broken Hills. One might call it a broke-back mountain. Okay. I am a ways from that, unfortunately. However, there is, this shortcut that I was actually pretty close to. That works out. Because there was an area over this way that I didn't want to check out yet. Let's at least get my body first. And I hope no more friggin' condors try to ruin my party. Of one. And I'll absolutely not be getting that Eldritch Totem right now. I will, however, be checking over here to see if there's anything over here, because I recall there being a whole area to the south of an area like these. Can I go north? Does that do what I think it does? It kind of does. Now the bacon are eating me. You eat me and I eat you, Bacon Mon. Okay. Now, that's a big bird.
I can't do that yet.
And I don't like this geography for fights like this. Holy smokes. Okay. Numa Numa. Whoa, holy smokes.
I can't do that yet.
There, got him. I win. Okay. A halberd of void fire, a breach reloading rifle. Those both sound like two-handed weapons. Now what? I could kick something for leg guards of the Drangle. The Drangle, I think, is code for poison something something. Fire and lightning resistance. On level 21 pants. Not great. Poison and Vitality on level 5, but I see it requires Physique of 232, which might be a tall order for a lot of stuff. Wait a sec, what is going on here? Physique of 279? My armbands were offline. That was dumb. I gotta remember to keep an eye out for that, because that's the thing. Ooh, bacon! More bacon! Kill bacon! Did I get my body? I'm pretty sure I got my body. Yeah, I got my body. Okay. There's more going on around here. More to explore. I'm almost sure there's some kind of devotion tower around here. Because this is exactly where the game would hide devotion towers. Okay. Check that way. More vultures! Stop it! You're not gonna be my favorite food! I get it. I'm your favorite food. Yeah, well, I'm not into meta cannibalism or vor. Okay, we got everything up there. Yeah-huh. You gonna keep nickel and diming me with like one dude at a time? Okay, now that that's cleared out, we can go to the place that I didn't quite explore as much as I wanted to. Not yet. So I have a feeling there was a reason I didn't explore it before. A reason I imagine I'm going to recall pretty quickly when I see it. Okay. Yeah, I know there was the Eldritch totem as well. I don't care much. What was over here? More sky bacon and ground bacon. Numa Numa. Somebody dropped a yellow thing. Devil touched ammo. Cool. Not for me, but offensive, defensive. I hear those are good way later, but it's not way later, so forget it. Bacon. Ogres? Okay, there's that other thing that... Oh yeah, bacon. Bacon, 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 bacon. Sorry, Lana got distracted by bacon, as usual. Alright, now... Pick for a chipped claw. That kind of was a waste. But up here... 148 hit points for a sky bacon. I'm not sure I want to get involved in these fights until I at least wipe out everything else. Okay. Let's not fight the AoE you made. Just mano a mano. And he's going down alright. I heard you were gonna be tougher, but you're already half dead, so I clearly heard wrong. Keep the Numa going. Keep the Shadow Strikes incorporated. And go down. Spell Book of the Void. Stupid animals trying to get me to read. Slay Lutra of the Broken Hills. Cool. But that's not all these hills have to offer, is it? I know it's not. There we go! I knew it! Told ya. Devotion. Iron Halberd of Insanity. Ah. Go away. Okay, let's lure you guys to the bridge.
That skill's not ready.
You shall not pass, bacon rug! The flame of Adun will avail me! Alright, now, devotion is important. For reasons that you will see someday. A bacon and guys with guns. Are you
Can't do that yet.
human bacon by chance? Oh, let's turn on Numa Numa and survive the fight. Get whooped on a little.
That skill's not ready.
Come on. And bacon strike. Okay, now what? Ethereal bacon. Interesting. I'm gonna need some new maneuver for this.
Can't do
Uh-oh.
that yet.
That's some scary bacon. Safety portal. I suspect this isn't gonna go well. But at least I think I still have my ethereal resistances up. I should survive. I did survive. Awesome. Ah!
I can't do that yet.
I walked into his fart cloud. Turin Step and Sapphire Band of Squalls. That sounds like a built. A ring. A ring I can't wear. That is a 14 poison, 11 elemental. Decent, but I actually need the bleed that I have. Cold resist, lightning resist, elemental resist. Requires spirit 180. Solemn mark. Epic metal. I could go for that. My metal has sucked forever. Learn to make Adept Morning Star. Ironically, at night. Alright, now what? Numa Numa. And I should be able to win the fight. And I do. Pretty handily. Cool. Now what? Okay, that area is detached. However, I think it might still be an area I can explore somehow later. Where does this go? I am super off the beaten path right now, but whatever. Hello.
Watch your back. Trust no one.
Oh, it's you! I wondered where you went. I can only assume you mean Mornay. Idiot nearly got me killed out in Old Arcovia. Bandits got up in the night, drawn to his damn fire. They tied me up and dragged me back towards their camp, probably to share me with the rest of the gang. Shame for them, they weren't very good at tying knots. I slit their throats while they slept and made off on my own. And why did you go back? Well, I thought he was dead, but knowing he's back in Devil's Crossing makes me even less inclined to return. He's not a bad man, but I can't stand to have him fawning all over me like a replacement for his dead wife. He believes there's some great romance between us. I refuse to accept that I had no such feelings. I thought you said you were like a daughter to him. Should I tell him you're alive? It might be better that he believes me dead. Last thing I need is lovesick fool pursuing me through this hellish world. Well, Lana's all about breaking hearts and making people miserable, so... Except when it comes to feeding them bacon. That she's very adamant about making people happy. So what do you mean about this other from Devil's Crossing? I encountered another survivor from Devil's Crossing just recently who convinced me that Homestead was a place where I could make a difference. I never got a name, but he cooked a fine meal and told me many remarkable stories about political intrigue in the time of the Empire. Then he set off by himself. Oh, that's that Ulrich guy. If you were headed off to Homestead, why didn't you join him? He got up in the dark night, told me he was heading on as he had urgent business in Homestead. I warned him that it would be wise to wait while the trolls and ethereals fought it out in Smuggler's Pass. Oh, great. He said that he could pass unseen between them if he was alone. Oh, I can do that. It sounds crazy to me, but he was a likable fellow, and I hope he fared better than I expect. You're always welcome back in Devil's Crossing. Thanks, but I have no plan to return there. I find my fate on the open road. And what can you tell me about this open road? I can tell you it's swarming with trolls and harpies. Yeah, I gathered that much. And that your best bet would be to leave by whatever way you got here. I'm gonna get to it. I was headed for Smuggler's Pass, which leads through the mountains, but found it's become a battleground between troll tribes and ethereals. If you're not familiar with the trolls and their ilk, they have a perverse predilection to abduct and keep humans as mates. Oh, it's the Goblin Slayer thing again. This is not a fate I had planned for myself, nor in possession, so I'm biding my time looking for another way through. Taking you have experience with trolls? I'm not sure how you mean that, but in either case, no, I've never seen a troll until after the Grim Dawn, just heard old tales of travelers gone missing or abducted from villages in the mountains. Apparently, there were a lot more of them living up in these remote parts than anyone realized. In some folklore, trolls are a primitive ancestor of humankind that never advanced beyond their bestial impulses. So I was right, they are human bacon! Other than that, they're a terrible result of generations of inbreeding among small mountain tribes. Yep, sounds like bacon. They're temperamental, greedy, extremely violent, with just enough cunning to be dangerous. Okay, good to know. Ow. What I want right now is progress, and maybe better one-handed weapons. And all I get is sky bacon. Yeah, sometimes they do assloads of damage to you and kill you out of nowhere. Other times, they do nothing. Okay, what's going on here? Bacon? Land bacon! Alright, tasty, tasty land bacon. Honest sticks are rapidly starting not to cut it. Literally. Sky bacon? See, as much as I like to go back the way I came, I have to figure out everywhere on Cairn, because if I want this build to actually be taken seriously, I need everything I can get on my side. Okay, yeah, because this build is not going to be an easy one to make work. I'm going all the way to Forgotten Gods with this one. I may go all the way to Astrakarn. I may show off some other builds, but I'm not using other builds in order to, like, get stuff I couldn't get here. This build is definitely furthest along. Trolls? And they're healing trolls. Okay, so I have to figure out whichever one of you assholes is healing them, and take them out first. Just like I figured out to do with the undead. They're throwing nets at me. Stop it! Numa Numa! And potion. Alright. Just keep killing until I make more progress. Hit level 33 at some point. Numa Numa. Okay. I'm not seeing where their healers are. And I'm honestly kind of just looking more at my health bar than anything else. Only looking up if I stop hearing smashing noises. Go away. Thank you. Cool. Alright. Anything down here? Some stuff to kick, maybe for... Mask of Hungering Rifts. That Mark of Hungering Rifts. Doesn't sound that great. Alright. Hi! Bye! Ow! Ow! Oh, crap. I'd have to get my body before they do something untoward towards it. Okay, I'm not too far back. In fact, I'm nearly there, relatively speaking, to all the other times when I've died out of nowhere. Yeah, they definitely threw a net at me. That's some kind of crap. Okay. My body. Don't do anything weird.
Can't do that.
They're hitting me real hard for some friggin' reason. Probably because they're doing lots of physical damage. I'll make my portal probably somewhere closer, especially if this is going to keep happening. See ya, Elsa. Don't worry, I'll tell Mornay to let it go. Okay. There. Ow. Okay. Okay, lure him a bit. Okay, they can be taken out. They're just kind of fat. Okay, so far so good. Got him.
That skill's not ready.
Uh-oh. Blades! Not trapped anymore, suckers. Should have been doing that before. You're doing the healing. The guys with the hammer. Uh-huh. What was that? An ancient... bleeding resistance? But requires level 39. What, are you kidding me? Why are they throwing stuff at me I can't equip yet? They're just trying to taunt me? Okay. This is actually probably better than what I've got right now for my offhand. Well, it's definitely better. I can see that it is. Okay. Choppy, choppy. Okay. Alright. Oh, there's another. Okay. And more flying stuff. And bacon. Okay. He's putting it out. But he's no match for the Baconator. Alright. Shoulder plates of oozing flame, crown of infernal gems. Elemental resistance on a hat? And soldier skills. I have these boots. 20 poison acid resistance, that's not bad. But I had to drop the pierce and bleed resistance. Lose some pierce and vitality for bleed resistance. Oh well. Numbers are for nerds chopping up stuff, on the other hand. Oh, another encampment. Knowing my luck, I bet it was the guy with the shield that was causing me all the problems and killing me over and over again. Numanuma's online, and gotta get the potion online, too. Okay. Anybody left in the camp? No? Cool. Little late. Not going that way yet, and I'm not going to be in your stupid net. Okay. More bacon to kill. Ogre to help them. That's a Shadow Strike the Ogre.
That skill's not ready.
The hammer guy's got the green aura. That doesn't bode well. I bet the hammer guy really is the healer. I have no idea, though. That Shadow Strike whipped out? Okay. That's like, if you want to know who's doing big physical damage, find the big physical ogre. They're all big physical ogres. Uh-oh.
Skill's not ready.
Nobody needs ogres with shotguns. Alright, and bit of food. Don't think too hard about what the food's made of. Hello! Progress. But there's something else over here. And more than just the sky vermin. Alright. Plate harness of incantations. I heard incantations. Interrogator. That's a crossbow, looks like. Okay, that was all that needed to do. I mean, I really didn't have to go into the deeper Arcovian levels, did I? I think there may even be a portal here. There is. Portals make progress. Alright. Now what's going on? Oh, you guys are killing each other? I can help.
That skill's not ready.
Ah. Just an average day for a Nightblade. How am I doing devotion-wise, actually? See, I got that. I don't remember what I wanted. The eye? Was the bat the one I wanted? Spider? The scorpion. And... Is it the bat? Because the bat gets me to the ghoul. I think the ghoul is really, really important. And there's the ghoul. Okay, now I'm starting to get places. Let's go in here. The Scorpion Sting, 25% chance on attack. On which attack? Let's go Fire Strike, because that's my basic attack. And 20% on check for which attack? Fire Strike is already in use. So. Shadow Strike? 20% of attack damage converted to health. Scorpion Sting. No, Scorpion Sting should be Shadow Strike, mostly because it sucks more. And then the bat can have Fire Strike. Yeah, that's how that works. You have to bind your attacks to certain skills, so you can't have Fire Strike on both of them. Which makes the fact I'm not going to have that many attacks by the end game a little irritating. Whether it's going to work out or not, I don't know. I doubt it. Man, Smuggler's Pass was all the way over there. I think Smuggler's Pass might be the way to go. But for right now, I'm gonna up my Night's Chill. Sink the rest into and do I want anything there? See, the problem with Night's Chill is it matters more later. I'm kind of tempted to save it. Because execution is pretty good. But it's far away from where I'm at. I could drain a couple off of dual blades and like 5 off of Shadow Strikes. So I had 7 left to play with. 19, that's not going to get me there. In which case, it kind of does freaking matter. So I'll just sink them wherever I want. And refund them later. Okay. You see, you're having just fine discussions now. But then I get involved and everything goes to crap. Oh, these areas. Remember when I was saying in Warden's Cellar that the green goo on the floor is really irritating because it just does a bunch of damage based on the percentages of your health, so it doesn't matter how much you build or how you do it, you're going to get screwed over? Let's rule. Okay, I made it out in one piece and found that there's nothing on the other side. I think. Hi. Numa Numa. Okay. It appears a lot of people just dig their way out of the ground. I think that poison strike is something I'm doing. Yeah, you see that? The little poison flare? That's not them, that's me. That's the power of my devotion.
I can't do that yet.
I wonder what my fire strike is doing. Death right hand guards. Skull. I don't care about any skulls. Okay. Oh, I'm doing pretty righteously now. Could I theoretically, No, I couldn't actually do that because you can't bind things to healing skills because your healing skills aren't actually attacks. And the way the devotions proc out is that they proc on the damage that you do. So it's not like they're WPSs. There's something else.
That skill's not ready.
Okay. Okay, now get out. Okay, how am I doing now? Badly need a potion is how I'm doing now. Somebody's healing them, and I'm not entirely sure who.
That skill's not ready.
Just by yourself now. Choppy choppy. Cool. Must be having some kind of positive effect. Hi. Yeah, the Shadow Strike is landing its proc pretty reliably. I'm tempted to play around with devotions a little bit to see what they do, especially when I'm up against all these fat things with really big health bars. Hope they don't mind. Scorpion Sting, how's it doing? XP-wise... 85% chance on attack. That's why it's proccing so often. Now, how about Twin Fangs? 20% chance on attack. Down to Fire Strike. 2 projectiles. 100% chance to pass through enemies. 20% of attack damage converted to health. And you see, they have experience. 13875 out of 30k. 13875 out of 30k. Are they getting the experience based off of me? Or are they getting the experience based off how much damage they do? I think they're getting, because that number matches, they're getting it based on me. If so, good to know. I'll just keep it up. I didn't even know it was captured. Badge of Tenacity. What's a Badge of Tenacity? Probably something small. Star Cord, not helpful. Badge of Tenacity. Where? Anchorite Seal, no. I don't see it. Badge of Tenacity. Didn't go in the other one, did it? Whatever it is, I'm not seeing it. I'm not going to worry about it when I could be doing more fun and entertaining things like mashing ogres into paste. Okay, now what's going on over here? Anything interesting? Okay. Alright. So the only way out now that I've killed everything else should be through here. I think there's a boss at the end of this. Not a boss I'm terribly worried about. Hi. Back off. Let my Numa recharge. Okay. I think this is... Okay.
Can't do that yet.
Okay, cool. I survived on my blade shield. I didn't have to. That was just me wanting to mess around with it. Okay. We're getting closer to the boss. There's, I think, is the boss. That's a lot of ogres with their scrap shields.
That skill's not ready.
Uh-oh. Blade shield. Hit. I'm slow for some reason. Okay, now it's just boss and me. And the boss has a lot of hit points. Holy crap. Okay, don't get hit by that. What did we just say?
I can't do that yet.
Okay. So, face tanking is off the menu. We're just gonna have to do this again. I can get into him a little bit. Okay, I'm getting to the point where I can start seeing that attack coming. What are you doing? Okay.
That skill's not ready.
Uh-huh. Ah, crap. Okay. Yeah, none of my healing makes a dick of difference if I get caught. So...
That skill's not ready.
Okay. I don't know why that didn't work for him. Okay. Well, my potions are going to mean that I'm not going to have to start from scratch. However, safety portal. And I'm slowed right now. Okay. Yeah. I'm getting him down. This is not going to be another Warden Krieg scenario, or even a Cronley scenario. He will drop. Even if I have to Numa Numa up. So I essentially have a spare health potion. Uh-oh. His backhand also did it to me, it looks like.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, I can at least get around him. Ow. Yeah, that's me getting froggy with, I bet this isn't the attack that's doing assloads of damage to me. But it'll be fine. I just need to lure him off to get my body back. And while he's strapped in his stupid little animation, that's a great time to get my body back. Oh, it's that animation. It's that thing that's slowing me.
That skill's not ready.
Okay. I have something of a pattern. Don't be in range of that. Then he'll try to get at me that way. Dodge through. Take a little bit extra stuff. And then out heal him. Get in. Dodge through. Okay. Get in. Dodge through. Heal up. Okay. Ow. I was already hurt at that point, wasn't I? Check my mastery. I have no points left to spend. Neat. Okay. This is what I was worried about with Krieg. This is gonna be a little bad, though. He's gonna get like 20% of his health back, so basically I just did nothing. Okay. Alright.
Can't do that yet.
Ow! Okay, he can get me clean. I think his backhand hurts worse. Okay, I'm figuring out what I can take on and what I can't. Which is a very important thing for Nightblades to understand. Which of my attacks will kill me instantly and fold me like a paper airplane? Okay. Because now he's got a lot more hit points, but I did a ton of them before. Okay, what you gonna do? Get India from behind.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, cool. Get India from behind while you're doing that animation. Okay, sometimes it just kills me outright. Sometimes. Okay.
That skill's not ready.
Let's get out of here. Okay. I wonder if I could use my blade shield to actually assist me. That would be cute if possible. I couldn't hit it for some reason. See, still kind of experimenting, still feeling him out. I'm gonna figure this out. And I just shot my, Numa Numa up immediately. Not like Numa Numa was actually doing anything good for me. Literally anything he does to me is gonna kill me. Like that. I'm trying to not face tank, but at least figure out my window of when I'm allowed to hit him. What I can get away with, what I can't. And you gotta die a lot to figure that out. Okay, now what's he doing?
That skill's not ready.
Ow. Don't know why that... I survived that for some reason. Ow! Shit. Almost lost my body picking up my body. Get away. Okay.
I can't do that yet.
The problem is that the safe strats are A, boring, B, slow, and C, uninteresting. So, deal with it. Okay. Dude, that was a weird animation loop where he got stuck on his attack, and then I managed to get through for like a third round of damage into him, so that did quite a bit. Okay. Something hit me. Okay. And behind.
That skill's not ready.
Cool. That's the kind of rotation I want. Wait for it. Alright, there we go. Everything's fully charged up.
That skill's not ready.
Okay. And from behind, and heal up. I didn't die instantly from that. That's cool. Alright.
That skill's not ready.
I did not escape all of that. I don't really care about my constitution, however. But that's okay. Not a lot of people care about the constitution.
That skill's not ready.
Okay. I took a little bit of a hit from that. Get in. It's gotta be the rotation that does it? No, it's not. Numa Numa. Alright.
That skill's not ready.
Nope, nope, no, no, no. Blade shield. Blade shield did help, but it's very much a if everything else fails kind of problem.
I can't do that yet.
Okay. Almost got him, though. Yeah.
I can't do that yet.
Can I get him? Okay, he's not gonna kill us with anything else. Crusher of Corrosion. Uh-huh. Yeah, there's no way I'm using that. However, Shockwave Sash. Pierce and Bleed Resistance. That's very good. Bounty Hunter Girdle. And not really. Level 28 for that much Pierce and Bleed Resistance is kind of crap. Anything else I might want to pick up on my way out? Alright, we got that boss taken care of pretty decently. Now what? Numa Numa is actually effective again. I love it when Grim Dawn plays fair. You think you could take me out? That big ogre with 250 hit points couldn't take me out. 250,000. No chance is what you got. Alright, now... Okay. Nothing too exciting. Pick bottle. Pick stuff. Okay. Here's where I gotta start being real careful. More of this ether fart all over the place. And if you think it's bad now, you still haven't seen anything yet. Blade shield. Yeah, I'm not gonna be your prisoner. Okay. Yeah. But assuming you, for some reason are watching this and don't know what happens later in Grim Dawn, that's the point of the warning about all of the, they call it the blight, the stuff on the ground that really eats through you. And while I've got a decent amount of health, allow me to demonstrate. Yeah, that stuff doesn't screw around. So avoid standing in there if you at all can. Fortunately, I'm a Nightblade. I don't really stand places and just hang out there for extended periods. That's more of a ranged build problem. But unfortunately, if the enemy is in there, then I'm going to have to sort of fish or kite them out. Got him. Alright. Yeah, see, you're starting to see a more ridiculous amount of those. Is that Ethereal Ogre? Flesh Warp Defender of Protection.
My inventory is full.
Uh-huh. Even with the larger butt pack, your inventory is still full. Indeed. Okay. Let's see what we can do about that. This is barely full. Okay. Learn to pack your luggage a little better. It was a shield. See, the advantage is, at least at night, you can kind of see where you're going because of that stuff. Numa Numa power continues to work, unless you got, like, 6 digits of hit points. Or 7. Because that's gonna happen at some point. Oh, hey!
Well, if it isn't my old friend from Devil's Crossing. I had a feeling you'd be making your way through here.
But I have no friends at Devil's Crossing, no matter what Jarvis tells you.
I haven't been entirely honest with you. I'm not a chef, not by profession anyway, although maybe that would have been a better path. As it is, I'm an assassin and former First Blade of the Erelon Emperor. It's a title I've not always been proud to bear, as my line of work has not always been virtuous. But I dealt with threats to the Empire. Now all of humanity is threatened by foes more deadly than anything we've faced before. It is, however, a time when I can put my talents to a more noble purpose. You haven't been entirely forthright with me either, Taken, but don't worry. I'm the keeper of many secrets.
Oh, you have no idea. I'm actually a space alien from a universe where humanity has survived 3 different apocalypses and... Oh, wait, that's like actual lore. Anyway, what's that about being taken?
Taken? Well, formerly so, if we get down to semantics. The ethereal left you just before you hanged to death. Am I not correct?
Don't remind me.
My sources are quite good, if I say so myself. But you trusted me, and now I shall trust you.
So what are you doing out here again?
My job was to scout the countryside, get bearings on enemy strongholds, and investigate weaknesses. Your mention of people surviving out in Devil's Crossing was intriguing, so I wanted to see it for myself. Having learned everything I could about the area, I felt it was time to return to my men in Homestead. Can't say I like it any more than they do, but I am working alongside the Black Legion. They are all that remain of the Imperium's forces.
So the Black Legion work for the Imperium in this game? 40k. Speaking of emperors.
Look, I'm sure you have many questions, but now is not the time. We need to get these people to Homestead.
I disagree. Now is exactly the time, but...
I came upon these refugees on my way through Smuggler's Pass. They were trapped and would soon have become food or entertainment for the trolls. I had to do something. Now we're stuck out here, caught in the midst of a battle between the trolls and the ethereal forces. The tunnel to Homestead is blocked by aether fire, and the only option now is a passage through the mountain deeps. It is a foul place at the bottom of the world, infested with all manner of terrible things that hate the sun. There is no way these people would survive down there. In Devil's Crossing, I saw that you had the power to open rifts. I need you to fight your way to Homestead, secure a rift, and come back for us. So please, help these people. Below is an entrance to the deeps. From there, you'll exit onto the dusty road that will lead you into Homestead. Be swift. I'm not sure how much longer I can hold off the trolls before they come in force.
I'll figure it out. You don't happen to mean down that way, do you? Mine entrance sealed by the Black Legion. And, you know... that. But don't worry, that's not the direction we're going anyway. Sorry for the eavesdropping, but I couldn't help over here. You will be going through the mountain deeps? Yeah, what up? You see, my sister Dahlia got fed up with waiting while I lay here with a gaping wound in my side. Despite Ogrim's insistence that she stay, Dahlia set out deeper on her own in search of rescue and medical supplies. It's been over a day now, and I'm afraid something must have happened. Would you please look for her? I fear the worst. Well, knowing how this game has gone so far, she's probably turned into a mega super ultra commando and is wanting nothing to do with you anymore. So... don't worry, I got it! Okay. Speaking of things I got... ow! No. Fighting in there is dumb and bad. It's bad and wrong. You should come up with a better word for fighting in the ethereal blight. Like, bad wrong, or badong. Alright. Yeah, let's not... it is possible to get through there. I don't want to. That's the problem. Okay. I shouldn't have to go through there. Because there's someplace up here I haven't gone. Aha, yeah, there's the cave that they wanted me to go through. Okay, well, I got time to kill. And lots of enemies. Am I gonna get a free portal? Fine, I'll do it myself. Alright. Ooh, pretty. And killy. Yeah, I'm targeting those guys first because those do vitality damage. And screw that. Screw that with a power drill. Alright. Because this is a long area full of lots and lots of crap. And I'm not sure how much I can take. Scorpion Sting at rank 2. Awesome. Does that mean that if my stuff is leveling consistently, that, my other thing, my bat thing, is also a level 2?
My inventory is full.
Of course. Maybe there. Alright. Cool. A shield. Outstanding. I can fit all the shits I give into, well, the shield. Junk run! By the way, get a good look at Devil's Crossing. We may not be back here again. Not for a while.
Got something to get stashed.
A lot of stuff's actually. Oh boy. Mm-hmm. Send over the components. And just send everything else. This is not going very efficiently. Auto sort? Sure. Just to give me a bit more of a level surface to work with. I'm terrible at this. Were any of those the, Band of Squalls. Cold Lightning Elemental. Nah, actually, what I'm about to need is some poison and acid. How's my elemental overcap? 47 over, 43 over, and 38. I can dump some elemental resistance pretty easily. But I don't want my vitality to go down. Or my bleed. Or my pierce, because I think that's what spiders do. Fire, lightning, elemental. Those pants are doing absolutely nothing, so I'll look around for some better ones. Chaos elemental. No, I don't need pants to do elemental anything, really. Vitality, slow. Poison, vitality, chaos. I could be talked into those. I did lose a bit of pierce resistance, but that's fine. If I get some better gloves, I'll probably figure out a way to compensate for that. How about this big area where I stuff... There are no pants in there, are there? Vitality resistance, acid retaliation, and a bunch of retaliation. Nah, I decided against the retaliation build because I don't have enough hit points to justify it. Vitality slow. Vitality bleed. Didn't I have some anti-poison pants? Not good ones. Pierce, poison, bleeding. My poison goes down a little. That might be fine. Pierce resistance, vitality. Didn't I have a really, really good, didn't I have a really good shield for that? Not shield, like shoulder armor. Not that, this. 49 pierce resistance. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And that's a good amount of extra pierce damage I'm getting on top of it. It's not the main reason I'm going for it. How's my vitality overcharge? This does have physique and cunning. What do I need for these? Cunning, of course. So let's swap that. And then what do I need more cunning? There. They can be equipped to level 7. That's fine. In fact, they might have a place in here. Because level 7 is not that hard to get to. Meanwhile, how's this shoulder? Well, it doesn't have 49 pierce resistance, I'll tell you that. Send some boots into there. Then that there. Okay. Uh-huh. That's all filled up. There's Badge of Tenacity. And it sucks. I'm glad I didn't have my heart set on it or anything, but... Okay, that's filling up, that's filled up. I shall deal with more of this crap in due time. As soon as I can find a place to stuff it. Yeah, it's not a bad pair of pants. Not even for level 21. How's this? I have no idea. I'm gonna have to compare it to some other stuff.
Safe with me. Promise.
Probably let my other character take a look at that and see how it looks in the end. Meanwhile, I want to get through this bug-infested cave. How am I doing in that regard? 67 vitality. 62 bleed. 54 poison. Decent pierce, though. I'm barely keeping up with the damage they're doing. Oh, those worms. I remember those worms. They're not strong, they're just irritating. Of course, that thing before is when I was playing a demolitionist, all I needed to do is huck a granado in their direction and basically walk off. Let them die. Okay. Get out of here.
I can't do that yet.
I might be able to do something similar with Shadow Strike. Also, you can go all over the place in here. What the heck? Open. Open says me. A tainted brain matter. Hello. That was a lot of stuff. Decaying bone scythe. A one-handed axe. A scythe that is not an axe, guys. Whatever. Vitality, bleed, pierce. I don't care. I don't think. Rampage. That's very, soldier coded. Alright, now what? Kill the guy who's glowing funny colors. And then Numa my way through everything else. Bone Scythe of Decay. I don't care. I'm probably way more worried about those Wendigos than I need to be, but whatever. Okay. I Numa my way through the acid, and I haven't even lost anything. Bye. Alright. Shadow Strike. Yeah. Okay. Cavern Crawler. Do we know those are called Demapterans yet? Okay, leaving you alive didn't hurt me as much as I thought it would. That was kind of a test. I'm doing a lot better. Scavenge plating, not great, but... You're not doing great things damage-wise. Meanwhile, I'm cooking you
that
guys.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, cool. Popped a potion so that I didn't have to use my Constitution to heal up. Anytime you can use a potion over Constitution, do it. That's just a really easy way to preserve health over a long stretch of area where you're not going to probably get much in the respect of anything you'll want or need. Go away. Thank you. Okay, I couldn't go that way, so I'm gonna have to go around. He's a doughy sucker, I'll give him that. Oh boy. Something hit me real hard, real fast. And now I'm on the other side of that rock. Okay. There's something interesting this way. If I recall correctly, it's a devotion shrine. Okay, you guys done yet? Cool. Any worms gonna pop up? I think, if I remember correctly, the worms only pop up around here. Like, literally in this dungeon. Numa Numa! No, no, Numa Numa not enough. Numa Numa hey! Numa 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 hey! 126 hit points. Holy smokes. Safety portal. Okay. Oh, I thought I got him.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, you went retreated. Get back here.
That skill's not ready.
I am not positive I trust that I can face tank this thing, especially not if there's gotta be ice powers flying around. Mean and rude and painful. Stop it. Okay, we'll get you. Get your minions. And step on you like the bug you are. Get out of here. Aha, there was a totem. And it still is. Scale of Tormented Souls. That doesn't look very useful. None of those look useful. I don't even think they'd be useful if they were double rare. Let's rock. Numa Numa. Numa Numa hey. You guys didn't count. Spell Blade. I thought I saw Spell Book and then got sad. Spell Blade is a short sword that sucks. Pity. Okay. Get back into here. Because you guys may not be very good, but you are very ranged. Plus, I want to see if I can keep using that Shadow Strike.
I can't do that yet.
Not a problem. I'll just walk up to him. Spiders! Holy crap, that's a lot of spiders. A lot of very dead spiders. Is there a way back this way? There was. I believe this is the way out. Okay. A bone wall. Do not care for bone walls. That's a lot of worms. Okay. I can still chew through them. My poison resistance isn't great, but it's not that bad. Pick up the stuff. I know it's crap, but we'll sort that out later. 3 shields. Yeah. Pick it up. There we go. Oh, that's too much to Shadow Strike. There must be something else. Alright, rocking and rolling. Okay, let's not fight in the fart cloud. There we go. Let's fart in the fight cloud. Decaying bone scythe of decay. Department of Redundancy Department. Alright, now what? Is there anything else over this way? Well, I'll figure that out later. There's definitely something. I see the star. But is there anything else around this way that I could be looking at? Because I know I gotta look for that one person. Or rather, look for a carcass, but... There's not another devotion shrine, is there? Is that the same one? That's the same one. Okay. I'm right on top of something, but I'm not sure what. Okay, now this is messing with me. Corpse, too late to rescue. Yeah, I know, but where is the corpse? If I look in closer. Where are you at? I know it's been restored. Did it glitch out? I'm gonna explore the rest of the cave. Because there's still some places over to the east that I haven't gotten yet. And I will... Kick rock? No. I already did kick rock. A vampiric bone wall. Another of those stupid shields. Hate them. And yet I'm going to do a Death Knight pretty soon, so I kind of can't afford to leave them. That sucks. Alright, now what? As I recall... The least body can spawn in any number of places. And... I knew there was more here. Get cut. If you go around this way...
I can't do that yet.
Get him. Okay. Bone spike of alacrity. Terribly enticed? Bone spike, you say? Bone spike. So, dagger. I don't care about your daggers. Okay. Waist guard of readiness. Was that a belt? A belt of what? Elemental bleeding. Has some offensive and defensive abilities. Which you'd think would matter more and then fall off really hard late game. I hear it's actually the opposite. Offensive and defensive really matter late game, but at the early stages of the game, resistance will do considerably more. Okay, got them. I might have to scour this entire stupid cave. Okay, nothing so far. Hey! Yeah, seeing a dead body? Yep, besides each other. Don't tell me I need to actually upgrade my stuff in order to increase my light radius and then she'll spawn. That would be friggin' obnoxious. Okay. Regardless... Speak to Steven Skinner in Devil's Crossing? Skinner? Find Dolly in the mountain deeps. I did. What's wrong with you? Maybe if I leave the cave... Anything around here? If I leave the cave, maybe she'll spawn when I re-enter. No, I have no idea where Dahlia went. And she clearly wasn't there. We zoomed in. You saw it. You have traveled through Smuggler's Pass. Seek a way to Homestead. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna just go to Homestead. I'll figure out the Dahlia crap later. Reason being, when you go to Homestead, you get a third element. You get a third upgrade to your butt pack. So I really want to get to Homestead just for that alone.
That skill's not ready.
Man, there are a lot of you briar thorns around. Yeah, that's what they're called, I think. I only know because I played a shaman once that tried to be a shaman occultist that was trying to do a really lame-ass pet build before I'd gotten Ashes or Forgotten Gods. And the briar thorn is one of the things you can summon. I must have been proccing. I was keeping an eye on my health bar, and it was going up really high at points. That must have been the bat. It must have. That said, I've got enough time to get to Homestead. Even if it means getting through all this crap. You guys ain't nothing. Get bladed on. Except you're a big guy, aren't you? Not bigger enough to take down Numa. Is that a goblin hero? Sorry, a global hero. Where is he sucking it up? That is a big briar thorn. That is a gloves of decay and a crescent axe of void fire. Is that anything more interesting than what I've got? No. How about this? 12 ether resistance. Garbage. Briarthorn horror. Briarthorn terror. You think horror would be worse than terror? Let's not go down there. Spoilers. It's another direction you could go. You can set it free with dynamite. That's what you see that blue dot for. There was a medic in there, but I just, like, crushed my way through it. This is not the way you're supposed to go, but it might be the direction of another totem. Or at the very least, sources of experience and possibly items. Alright, where are we now? Alright, now we just go north. Ethereal briar thorns. Alright. Surprise! Oh, another ball of light. Okay. Let's not fight over there. Let's fight over here. That's a lot of pumpkins. They're totally getting irradiated. Can I break through any of these walls? There are plenty of walls I can break in Homestead. Not unlike the roads leading up to Burwitch. Okay. All pretty trivial so far. Yeah. Oh, Waspinator is hiding inside the blight! Hakenbot cannot get inside the blight without dying! At least I think that's more Waspinator thingies. Ask a Ruin. Life's Warp is also a really powerful Apex. Yeah, the farmland area, especially the outskirts of the farmland, are enormous, so... It's gonna take a little bit to get there, but Not that
Can't
long.
do that yet.
Should be able to finish up the journey in this episode. And even the horse is getting zombified out here. Or the cows. Don't worry. I prefer bacon anyway. Alright. They are segmented off pretty nicely. That way you can get an idea of where you can go and where you can't.
I can't do that yet.
Uh-oh. Starting to be big problems there. We also have to check all of these areas, see what can be broken down. You gonna go down? Okay. Food rations. Not fight them there. Bubbles! Fancy you guys out here. This is getting to be about the limits of where I can go. Just zap into there real quick.
That skill's not ready.
You can go further into there. I don't want to. Especially not before I've gotten to Homestead yet, officially. That's a pile of something. Jokes. The entrance to Homestead. Okay, I'm just about here. Come on. Alright, Lana, you can handle this. Just don't fight them where it's glowing with kryptonite. There we go. Warped, flesh-warped carbine of the abomination. Shoulder guards, bulwark, so shield. Yeah, let's not. In fact, let's blade barrier.
I can't do that yet.
And let's get out. I don't know what exactly was over there that was holding me. Oh, 143 hit points. That's what it was. Okay. Was somebody healing? At the very least, cut through the chaff. Blade barrier. Okay, that blade barrier is really coming in handy. Except I can't go this way. Or I shouldn't go this way. There's a lot of fire dudes. Ow! Of course it was the random-ass fire dudes that got me. Huh. It's disappointing, but I almost got it. We're just about there. Oh, crap. Fine. I'm thinking about when I'm going to do the rest of the Arcodian Undercity, because that's a pretty good grinding spot as soon
That
as
skill's
you're
not ready.
not going to get iced by the combat immediately. This time, let's go this way. I'll come across my body eventually. Oh, that's why I didn't go that way, because I'm trying to find the way around there. Okay, the tree obscured the wall. Alright. Fine. Quit hiding in there, cowards! Over here! Dickheads! Can't fault their strategy, though. Go to the place where Taken can't stand. Whereas I'm using the reverse strategy. I and just exploded. I'm gonna miss when Shadow Strike is a garbage tier skill when I take all the points out of it and put them someplace else because I kind of have to. Okay, where exactly did I die? There exactly I did die.
That skill's not ready.
The trees are really irritating because they get in the way of you being able to see what the hell is going on. Which is why I think they give you the ability to actually tilt the camera. Hi. Wanna maybe do something over here? That something being dying? Okay.
I can't do that yet.
It's hurty over there. I need to kill this guy before I can actually get that portal online.
I can't do that yet.
I can't see very well. This dude had a lot of hit points. Well. You're going down. That's what
That skill's not ready.
Alright. That should mean I walk over and the portal belongs to me. Yes? Bulwark of the Fox. So Alana's leaving your shields all over the place too. Alright. Mine? Mine! Oh, mine! Welcome to Homestead, the second major structure of this game. Where you'll find a ton of people who want you to solve their stupid fucking problems. We don't get many visitors. Where are you hail from? Devil's Crossing. I heard that place got hit pretty hard. There and Burwich seemed you survived, though. Survive is a strong word. Also, Burwich is fucked. Seems anywhere you go these days, there's nothing but ruins and suffering. I can't imagine the world will ever recover from this. Maybe if we go to Melmoth, that should be okay. Talk to them and figure out their stupid problems. What brings you to Homestead? Tell me more about Homestead. Not much to tell. When the attackers started, we gathered our neighbors and holed up here as best we could. Things are looking pretty bad until the Legion showed up. Now we stand a fighting chance. I'm done asking about Homestead. Now tell me about your neighbors. Please don't start any trouble. We have enough to go around as it is. What about the Black Legion? Aren't they causing trouble? As far as I can see, they're only here because it serves their purpose as a defensible location. They take what they want in the name of their dead emperor in order to better serve us, quote-unquote. They won't even help us with a Dermapteran infestation. Captain Sommer says that they pose no threat. We'll see how much of a threat they pose when we starve to death because the food ran out. I'll talk to them. Welcome to our home. What can you tell me about Homestead? Well, lived here for my entire life. Married Douglas when I was 14. Uh-oh. Farmers. And we've cultivated the land with 2 wonderful boys for decades. We've done everything we could to keep the community going after the Grim Dawn. Together we turned Homestead into a sanctuary that has withstood countless attacks. Some of our neighbors were too stubborn to leave their farms, though. I'm afraid we haven't heard from them in weeks. I may not approve of the Black Legion or their methods, but I'm not going to denounce the brave men and women that keep us safe at night. So who is in charge here? Depends on who you ask. The farm belongs to Douglas, but Captain Summer of the Black Legion insists that everything must go through her. If you ask me, she's too focused on invaders and not enough on making sure we have enough to eat. We need those Dermapterans dealt with, or else nobody's going to survive through the winter. Dermapterans don't happen to be crunchy and tasty, do they? Because if so, I can kill. That would be just wonderful. Please speak to Douglas. He can fill you in on the details. I bet they're like lobsters, but they walk on the ground. Okay. Black Legion scouting report. Anything interesting you got to tell us? Black Legion scouting report. One of these hotkeys is going to do it. All right. I write this letter to report of the extreme and disturbing ethereal activity to the north of Homestead. I set off to the foothills and make my way back through the warren of low stone walls, fences, and occasionally farmhouses. I was careful to move in secret and remain undetected from the horrors that still roam the fields unchecked. I made it to the valley of 2 hills near the river where I witnessed something I can barely comprehend. An unearthly black pillar that was neither stone nor flesh drifting slowly across the land as would a low cloud. A sickly green glow burned at its core, and great writhing tendrils hung from somewhere underneath the shifting black shell. I watched in mounting dread as the unholy obelisk slowed and then, without warning, burrowed the hooks of the dangling tentacles into the ground. The ground began to wither and glow with the same unwholesome green. It was then the obelisk pulled itself into the ground. With a sound that made me feel as if the earth was dying, it began glowing so bright I could hardly look. Its power seeped into the ground, twisting and corrupting it as it spread. I lingered for nearly an hour. No, I lingered for nearly an hour in that place, and that time a great distance around the obelisk had been changed. I was about to leave when the obelisk erupted from the ground and drifted to an unknown patch of land to begin the cycle again. We must act sooner. There will be nothing left to save. 6 Dimensional Scouts, Black Legion, Renal Oberak. Somebody or other. Yeah, we've got big things to kill. Also, another journal from Creed. Go upstairs.
Welcome to...
Up the stairs. Lana's willing to do anything it takes to get out of reading a book. But we will deal with all the Creed stuff later, in due time. First thing we gotta do is find the item cache, dude.
I'll keep your stash safe.
Yeah, it's by Resident Evil logic. If you put things in the cache, they show up everywhere you go. I can even afford that. No, I can't. Not even close. Actually, I might be close, but... I'm not terribly inclined to mess with it.
It's safe with me. Promise.
Got any more scrap metal?
Voldrick. He's gonna be our crafter. He was the one we sided with. We can make a bunch of equilibrium. The sucker, the eye. Anything interesting? We can make components. Some of these components are actually pretty interesting, like anti-venom salve. Thank you. What do I need to make that? Done. Want. Because now... what do I want to put it on? Here's Cold Chaos Slow. This is probably going to serve me well for very long, so I'm going to stick it here. Now, our poison resistance is really good. Our pierce is really good. Our bleed and vitality, I think if we have some more corpse dust... No, our things are corpse dusted up already. Unless...
Bring me back any blueprints you find.
I'll keep your stash safe.
Corpse dust. I can. Okay, vitality resistance at 77. Bleed is still kind of lingering, but whatever. Okay, that's 20,000. No, wait, that's 200,000. And I don't have the butt pack upgrade yet. Because you do get it here. You just don't get it until you like complete a quest for these losers. Keep looking around, acquaint ourselves. What do you got going on?
These are trying times, but we will persevere.
Come from Devil's Crossing. I wonder if we could trade for food. I understand your predicament, I truly do, but I'm afraid we are not in a position to help you right now. Frankly, we could use some help ourselves. With the Black Legion hell-bent on destroying every ethereal and Chthonian they see, as they should, they lost sight of the issues plaguing the very people they are trying to protect. What do you want? After the Grim Dawn, many of our neighbors were forced to abandon their homes and flee here. Together we built Homestead up into a sanctuary, but came at a loss of countless other farmsteads. When Black Legion arrived, we were able to recover a few fields, but not nearly enough to feed everyone. Captain Summer considers the resources available to be sufficient for a campaign, and has deemed any further efforts to restore the farmland to be secondary to the Legion's mission. The Dramaturans, a vital infestation that plagues the land every few years, are running rampant through our lands, devouring all they see and laying their eggs. If we don't act soon, our harvest will be ruined and the land left barren. There are 2 farms just west of here belonging to Elmsworth and Thornsbury, which would be the ideal next step in expanding our food production. If you could clear out the Dermapteran egg clusters there, along with any Dermapterans protecting them, then perhaps I can convince the captain to at least assign guards to the farms and allow our men to work the fields. I'll see to it you are justly compensated. I like bacon. Lots of it. Anyway... Oh, it's you. Hope the animals had gotten you by now. Look, I'm not going to pretend like you didn't rob us out there, but I've got goods for sale. We need the bits, so either take a look at what I have for sale or get out of my face, and don't try anything funny. The Legion's keeping a tight watch on this place. Okay, what do you got?
Come see what's left of my wares.
Oh, you! I remember you. I held you up and made you give me money. Ah, good times.
Put it to good use.
Okay, we have our merchant online, and he shares the voice actor with the last merchant. A couple other guys up there. Figure what's up with them. Hey, what's up with you guys? Lisa Thornberry. Don't wake her up. What you got? This is Mona. I'd let you hold her, but she's being mean and cries when anybody but me does it. Weirdo. Dahlia Thornsbury. Oh, hello there. You started me. I'm probably not the person you're looking for. You should speak to Douglas if you require assistance. Okay. I gotta speak to this Black Legion captain or whatever. I'm not considered a close ally.
Welcome
yeah,
to
'cause
Homestead.
I just got here.
We could definitely use more capable hands around here. If you find yourself back out there and run into a smug smartass by the name Ogre, tell him he's late, as usual.
Oh yeah, I have to go get him. But first, can you open the gates? Nobody's going through those gates until I get Ogre's report. Fine, that won't take too long. What's the situation here? I'll tell you that I've dealt with worse, but I'm not sure that's true. I'd tell you that I've dealt with worse. The situation here is about as bad as it gets. We have ethereals and the cult of Cthulhu out on our doorstep. Few supplies, no heavy weapons, and barely enough men to keep it all together. How about... what are you? What's there to say that isn't widespread public knowledge? We're a band of criminals, misfits, and political outcasts conscripted into a service of the Empire. Yet, as an army of expendables forever in the front lines of the Empire's harshest wars, we've been forged by iron and blood into one of the most elite fighting groups in the known world. We suffered significant losses in the Grim Dawn, but thanks to Creed's warning, we fared better than others, and we're not done fighting yet. So, essentially what's going on is they're essentially the Imperial Guard by way of the Night Lords. And they're bearing the name of the Black Legion. 40k. Speaking of 40k, what's this? Inquisitor Creed has been working closely with the Black Legion after the Grim Dawn. His insights on ethereals has kept all of us alive so far. Oh yeah, I found his notes. Yes, grisly business with Warden Krieg. Creed barely escaped with his life. Well, Krieg didn't. If that's true, then you have my respect. Good to know. Yeah, I'll get Ogre. Give me a minute. Literally, actually, I might be able to do this in a minute. Prospector's Trail. Hey! Oh, Grim! Oh, Grim! Yo, Superman! Where is he? Oh, wait, he's on the other side. Man, that was a pretty expensive mountain pass. I'm not entirely sure this is the most efficient way to do this. But Ogre's right here, so... I thought he was right here. Where the heck is he? Where am I? Aha, I don't think I'm in the right place. Again. I'll figure this out. Dead Man's Gulch Rift. How is that not it? And I missed a portal somewhere. Broken Hills? Where is he? Maybe here. Aha! Yeah, this is the area with all the ethereal bidness. If I gotta go the other way. Yo! Oh, Grim! Where's your ass? There's
So
your
how
ass.
doomed are we?
Got that.
Good work. I can't say I enjoyed my first travel by rift, but it's certainly better than the alternative.
Oh, also, by the way, about your wife. Her corpse is invisible. I'm working on it. Now... Captain should be a little more cooperative. Got your report now?
I hear you've dragged Olgrim's sorry ass out of Deadman's Gulch. Good work. Come see me later. Perhaps we can put your skills to some use.
Yeah, I get why people wouldn't like Ogrim, but he does make a mean bacon stew. Let's just say Ogrim and the Black Legion have a history. I think it might be wise to leave it at that. And speaking of leaving it at that, with all the meta shenanigans I have to sort through in order to figure out my best build given the equipment I now have, and there is a lot of equipment to sort through and sell and get rid of, and maybe get a decent amount of iron out of it to get more storage space. Always be yourself, till it stops being meta.